All right, Jason's going to join me as we show you some pictures from your store. You guys have sent some great ones, and we want to talk about some of them. So let's go to John Keaton's picture. It is first. This is in Virginia, in Boydton, on the Virginia-North Carolina border. So many people go on vacation, and they send us pictures back from that area. Jason, you ever been to Boydton, Virginia? Am I saying that correctly?
You know, I have not been to that part of Virginia. So I've been through Virginia, but not to that particular area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just checking. You're an outdoorsman too. Look how pretty this is.
Yeah, very, very pretty. And, you know, we're getting into that fall scene across the region.
All right, let's go to the next one now. Dylan sends this one, says it kind of looks like Trump's face in that full moon right there. And we've had a huge super moon, what, last week?
Did you say huge?
I didn't mean to, but yeah.
Yeah, we did, and we're on the back side of that, and so we expect to see, we're about half moon phase now, so we're getting in that quarter moon now. So yeah, it was a big bright moon though.
It really was. When you went home because of the time change, it was dark, and you already could see that huge moon out there. Huge. All right, Lonnie Gostins is the next one. Gulf Shores sunset. Oh my gosh. That one almost looks like it has a filter on it. It's so bright.
I know, so pretty, and that's the way it is this time of the year when the air is really dry and we get these cold fronts through here, and you can have some of the best sunsets of the year. And the sun sets more in the southern part of the sky than it does in the western part of the sky almost, and so it makes for a prettier scene in places like Gulf Shores as we're looking to the south and to the southwest.
How cold do you reckon that water is?
Water temperatures are going down. They're not as cold as it was on land, but I would say they're probably below 70 degrees at this point. They're probably getting in the 60s. Too chilly to swim.
Yes, not for us to be swimming in, but a beautiful shot. Thanks for sending it in. Kay Howell has this one, back porch colors. This is in Satsuma.
That's right, Gunnison Creek area there, and I love the cypress trees that, you know, their needles turn kind of that reddish color right there, and it's just a beautiful shot in the delta there. I
would not have guessed that that was local. That looks like something in the Midwest or something. It's beautiful.
Oh yeah, we don't get a lot of fall color here, but there is the exception of those cypress trees that really can get that pretty hue to them, and they're scattered all about the mid and upper delta area. You can also see it when you go over the bridges on I-65 heading up to Stockton from the Satsuma area.
Okay, truly a gorgeous photo. Thank you for sending that in, Kay. And then we've got our final picture from Katie and Dana. This is Dixie and Daisy, ready for their walk. And I know you guys, the morning team of meteorologists, love to get that dog walking forecast. What do you think it said this morning? What did Matt say this morning?
Well, you know, this morning it was cold out there, and it was probably a little, the dogs seem to do pretty well.
Yeah.
Especially if they're moving. I mean, it's one thing if you leave them in the backyard all night when it's cold, but just to get up in the morning and go for a little walk, they do a lot better than the people do.
Yeah, we have to load up on the jackets and the layers, and the dog's got that fur coat to help them out a little bit. But remember to bring them in when it does dip into freezing temperatures, kind of like what we saw. Did we get into freezing temperatures? I know we didn't have a freeze, but we did get to like the 20s.
We got in the 20s. It was not a hard freeze, but it was definitely a light to moderate freeze in Mobile. Most areas were below freezing except for Destin, which was at 36. So most places were below freezing last night.
So definitely bring in those pets and plants and check on people that may be elderly in your neighborhood when it gets